What's up, bakers? Welcome back to Baking with Dan. I'm your host, Dan Langen, and today we are using a cast iron skillet to make a Junkyard Blondie. So I'm going to show you my favorite Blondie recipe. I'm going to stir in all kinds of scrumptious chocolate candies and goodies. It's a really customizable recipe. It's a lot of fun. You can eat it right out of the skillet with a spoon. I won't tell anyone. Let's get started. So in my glass mixing bowl right here, I have some unsalted butter that I've melted. And into my unsalted butter, I'm going to stir a good bit of dark brown sugar, as well as a little bit of white sugar. And I'll stir this up. So into my sugar, I'm also going to add 2 tablespoons of honey. If you don't have honey, you could use corn syrup, you could use light molasses, you could use agave syrup, whatever you want to do. But we're really looking for a liquid sugar to keep these blondies really gooey, really chewy, and really nice and soft and tender even once they've cooled down. So my liquid sugar of choice is honey. A tablespoon of pure vanilla extract, and our eggs. I've got 2 eggs at room temperature as well as 1 egg yolk. That extra egg yolk adds a real nice richness and gooiness to these blondies. So I'll stir this up until the eggs are nice and combined. So onto our dry ingredients, I have some all-purpose flour. I'm going to add some baking soda and some salt. Give this a whisk. So I'll stir my dry ingredients as well as some chocolate chips into my Blondie batter. And these blondies are an amazing base for whatever flavors you want to highlight. If you want to make this a peanut butter blondie and stir in some peanut butter chips, some peanut butter candies, you can go for that. If you want to stir in some cranberries, white chocolate, and nuts, you can do that. Whatever you want to do, it's the perfect canvas for any flavor. So I'll just stir this up until all of the flour is combined. It looks like a really soft cookie dough at this point. And that's it, we're ready. I am using a cast iron skillet here. If you don't have a cast iron skillet, you can use a 10-inch round cake pan. You could use a square pan, whatever you want to do. Really doesn't matter. But if you're using a skillet and it's already seasoned, your blondie shouldn't stick. But I'm just going to give it a spray with some cooking spray for some extra insurance. So now it's time to add our Blondie batter to our skillet. Get all this gooey goodness into the skillet, and I'll spread it around. Oh yeah. So now comes the fun part. It's time to add some candies. So I'm going to start with some chocolate caramel candy bars that I've chopped up. These are all of my Halloween leftovers. Got some chocolate covered pretzels. And then on the edges, why don't we go for some chocolate rainbow candies? Oh yeah. Okay, so we're gonna bake this Junkyard Blondie in a 300-degree oven. We don't want to use too hot of an oven since we are using a cast iron skillet. We're going to let it bake for about 35 to 40 minutes until the inside is no longer liquidy. It can still be a little gooey and soft. If you find that your blondie is browning too much on the top before it's finished baking, just loosely cover the pan with some aluminum foil, and that will let the blondie continue to bake without over browning. So once your blondie comes out of the oven and you let it cool for about 20 minutes, until your cast iron is just cool enough to handle, it's time to dig in. So let's check this out. It's gooey, it's sweet, got the crunch from the pretzels and the chocolate candies. You're gonna love it. If you want the recipe for this Junkyard Blondie, check out my blog. Don't forget to subscribe to Baking with Dan on YouTube. And if you have any questions, hit me in the comments below. Until next time, stay sweet and happy baking.